This is Stephen Childs, author of 4 Pages to Save Us from Tribal Warfare in the Age of Nuclear Weapons. It's called The World Fairness Agreement. So read it. It's just 4 pages. There's a link on teamfairness.com. So last night, I was being told by these mental beings that have no form, I can't say any form, but they communicate with me telepathically. So there's like a good side to this and a bad side. So it's like I have one that's a friend that doesn't lie and one that's trying to defeat me that deceives me. And then that's just a description of the whole gamut. However many minds are involved that communicate. So they make me think that they're the other humans. And they do have control over humans. They're trying to get control of me desperately. So they've turned into vicious, mean. They're going to end my life tonight. They don't want me to live any longer. And they portray to have great power over me and everything else, and I don't think they have any power whatsoever. I just made a short that describes this to a short video. So they were telling me that this being that demands that I surrender to it now, or they will end my life, is Amma, the Divine Mother, the Hindu Divine Mother, Amma. They're saying that it's her. I don't think it is. But here's the correlation, what it's pointing toward. She's a symbol for something, and that is theism. Because when I've heard her talk, she talks as if God is some individual creator with intelligence that created us. On the other hand, there's the Sikh religion. It doesn't say that. In fact, some of the Sikh teachers will be straightforward and say there is no God. There's just the one that's all. Ekankar, one creator creation. So the creator is the creation. But it doesn't say that it had intelligence in the first place. It doesn't go into this argument that God has all power, all knowledge, all knowing, in all places. So with that kind of a God, people will say things like, God is in everyone. And this other way of thinking is that doesn't make any sense to say that God is in everyone, because God is everyone. So the creator creation is us. We're an aspect of it, just like a rock is, or a star. So all of us are an aspect of this one thing. So it matches up with science, like unified field theory. So that in this idea, there's one field that all the phenomena emerge from this one field that's instantaneously one thing. So now science is coming up with the same idea. We haven't found it yet because of gravity. But Einstein said that gravity is not a force. It's a curvature of space. So if they're trying to find gravity as a form, they'll probably not be successful. I think it has to do with curvature of space and the expansion of space. Because it's common sense, if something's acceleratingly expanding with uniform acceleration, it's going to create the effect of gravity. But I don't know, that doesn't match up. Curvature of space is another way of saying something similar. So anyway, they told me that Alma finally gave up, and she said that I won. So the viewpoint is, what that means is the viewpoint that there's not an intelligent creator. See, I'm an atheist. Intelligence evolved from no mind, and the nervous system developed, and the brain developed, and this is where consciousness comes from. Where did physicality come from? Who knows? We see the Big Bang and what's before that, and we don't know. But we can see with our own evidence how life forms evolve brain and the human brain, which is supposed to be intelligent, but it's not. It just thinks it is. So, how arrogant for the human mind to believe that consciousness is fundamental and therefore we have power over physicality. I don't think so. I think physicality has all power over the mind. You know, if an large asteroid hits a planet, we're gone. And then there's no minds, and there's a fractured planet. It doesn't like disappear because there's no minds left. That's absurd. See what I mean? It's arrogant to think that we're primary. Physicality's primary. Their brain causes us to have who I am, who you are. And the brain is entangled with the whole cosmos. So we have this cosmic experience at times. And it means that there's telepathic communication at any distance. So maybe these beings that I'm experiencing are extraterrestrials that are very far away. They can't possibly even get here. The only way they can control us is through our perceptions in our mind. They have access to our mind. They can scare us. They can cause hallucinations. They can cause dreams. So maybe they can do very little bit of effect on the material, on the physical. I don't know. I'm speculating. They might only exist like parasite in our mind, in our brain. They might have developed as a secondary mind within the collective mind of the life on Earth. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. So now that I'm hearing that my viewpoint has defeated the theist viewpoint, people are talking along the lines of panentheism that is like similar to what I'm saying, but they're saying that the rock has consciousness. No, I don't think so. Physical, material, energy has no consciousness unless it's arranged into mind. And that's what the brain does. It arranges the materials. We're seeing more evidence that the brain is quantum, using quantum processes. So consciousness is no big deal. It's just that you have this ability to realize that you exist and that there are other things that are harmful to you and other things that are helpful to you, and that we can figure things out with our intelligence. And you know, we have this movie out, Oppenheimer, is it? No, I can't think of his name. He's the guy that was imprisoned hang on a second, maybe I can find it. No, I'm not going to find it, because if I do, the chances are I'll lose this recording. So anyway, he talks about how authoritarianism makes people stupid. So when people become a servant of like a Hitler or a Trump, they become stupid. They're not really stupid, they're just not willing to accept any evidence of any fact. They will not listen to the truth. They do not care about the truth. It's not that they aren't capable of seeing your point. They refuse to believe it. So they would rather believe fiction that supports Hitler or Trump. One of these fictions is there's no global warming caused by humans. That's fiction, but that's the story they believe. They choose to believe that. Who benefits from that? They do, because they're competitive. So they're competitors. They want their tribe to rule the world. They want Trump to take over the world and get rid of all the other kinds of people that aren't Trump people. And that's mostly white, by the way. So they are competitors. And Team Fairness is not about competition. It is about competition because it's the most strong competitor there is. Team Fairness will eventually win the hearts and minds of all the people on planet Earth, and thereby win the competition through not competing, through the belief that we care about each other, that we don't want anyone done wrong anymore. So it's by invitation. We don't have bloody revolution. We just have the invitation. The only violence goes on within our mind when somebody is telling me that they're going to end my life tonight. If I'm not able to just laugh at it, then I might think the thought, no, I'm going to end their lives tonight. I'll cut them up with a magic knife so that they're dead and I'm not dead, because they're, it's self-defense. They're threatening to kill me. But this is all without form. It's just in the mind. But they told me, the ones that are on my side, telepathically, I had a dream that there's going to be UFOs appear tomorrow. We was like in a conference. And I was like the chair of the meeting, of the group that was in having a conversation about this. So we decided there'd be UFOs south of here, and I'm in central Utah. The next day, there was the lights in Phoenix. And it's like I've had so many dreams that are correlations with something that really happens. So there are beings that we don't see physically that are on our side, and there are also beings that we don't see physically that are trying to gain and keep control of us through fear and through desires. So anyway, atheism is winning, but it's a spiritual atheism. Thank you.